And then the dirt map, which a lot of players actually assume to be the hardest map of this competition. So I would not say it's very easy to make it on those first 3 maps.
No, they. I think a lot of players also had the Kooks map as a very difficult one, and I think they're glad that Lunar Rail has been dodged for the qualification. But I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that they have it easy now with the ones that we do have.
Yeah, agreed. But of course, you have to master every map, as we still have some
Exactly.
lags here on the server due to players joining into the server and stuff like that. Of course, there is 2 servers that players can join onto. And right now, here we have 23 players who are eligible of playing on the server. So of course, there are always players who are not showing up, who change their mind, you know, and will not play eventually.
Exactly.
Not sure how many it will be.
All right, I gotta sort this password situation. Let me see.
Well, I mean, you just have the password for the players. Usually,
I'll just use this one for now.
Well, I mean, just having a different password, yeah, it would just overcomplicate a lot of things. So just use that password and that's fine. Usually that's also the case for other competitions. But, hey, it is what it is. But how was your Sunday, actually, Vey? I hope you had a good one. Not being stressed out too much.
Yeah, we had to do some last minute things, but it wasn't too bad. So, yeah. It was pretty chill. Pretty chill.
Very, very nice. That's what I love to hear.
How was
that
yours?
You had a chill. Well, I played poker yesterday with some friends.
Yeah.
They decided to get really drunk.
Get really drunk. Okay.
Yeah, I was sober the whole weekend because I'm not drinking alcohol. And I, like, yesterday wasn't my day. I lost against a full house in poker all of the time when I had like a good hand, and I was just was not my day yesterday. I also watched a movie called Moonfall yesterday.
Moonfall sounds like a James Bond movie.
Nah, it wasn't. That's Skyfall.
Yeah, but it could be one of those. It's one of those titles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was like the moon was falling because it's like a different type of planet with some artificial intelligence. It was very dank, but it was a cool movie.
I can imagine.
It was very dank, but I kind of liked it. You know, you just shut off your brain and then you just watch the movie. It was great. But it also doesn't matter what server you join in. We have decided to have 2 servers due to lag issues, because you can already see with 27 players on each server, it's already lagging when just one player joins.
Exactly. So if you want to play, make sure you join now, you guys, and not too late.
Yes.
It is time for the cup, you guys.
Yes.
Time attack is happening. We have a raid from Psycho. Thank you so much. With 7 friends.
So how this cup works. So right now we're starting with a time attack phase where the top 16 will qualify. The top 16 will be determined first of all by the rank on the maps. So you have an average at the end of the maps. So that's how you are qualifying. Right now we are playing the map Takana by Clear Vision, where the world record stands as a 62.5 by Maui. And also Jussi is not doing a bad time at the moment. Thomas Jean is a little bit behind, but let's take a look into the times that they're gonna put into the finish line. Approaching the ending, Jussi makes the ending. TJ doesn't, but wicked flip into the ending. Nope, he doesn't make it. But we see the first players finishing. Jussi with a 50.023. Not a bad time to start it all off with.
And right now we got Carl with the best time of 49 points. Wait, actually, my dashboard is still open. I gotta remove that. Let me see. There, let's go. All right. 49.702, which is not
That's a
too
good
bad.
time. Genius Carl, the 2006 world champion.
2006 world champion. He's been around a long time then.
Yeah, he has made a break, and he has picked up the game quite rapidly again, also with all the new surfaces that have been introduced. But in general, a very nice guy to talk to. Also streaming, the French B Genius player. But you need to have top 16 in average to make it. And look at that, Chicken Run. Right now on 9th position, 55 seconds. So he's discovering the maps right now. But of course, we have a lot of players who haven't finished just yet. For example, Javzo, the Sun player, a player that has unfortunately thrown away the finalist entry into the Benelux Cup by just making a stupid mistake. So this will be still in his mind because he was one of the contenders to go in there to take it all, and now he's playing this competition as well. A very fast tech driver, but also good on other styles. So let's maybe take a look onto him, because you need to set a time in those 10 minutes, else you will not get yourself a rank. But guys, the password will be found on Discord. If you have enrolled into the cup, you should see the channel, and the channel is called, let me quickly
Player
look.
passwords.
I think it's COTV
Yes.
password, and there it is. So Berserk has put it in, and then you're able to join the server, as Javzo makes a mistake at the end. So the ending jump seems to be quite hard.
Right now I'm looking at Thomas Jean, who is taking this very tight turn. And he can't quite make it, so he has to respawn once again.
Let's take a look onto TJ. And also Patrosa, thank you so much for your raid. Great race today. Thank you very, very much. Everyone just seems to raid us right now.
Love to raid. Love the raids. Yes, yes, yes. Really, really appreciate all the support, guys. Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Great race today. And we are right now take a look into the Cup of the Day, which I'm casting together with Valen. So also go ahead and check out her and give her a follow. She has put a lot of work into that, and a competition with a prize pool of 500 euro is incredible. And of course, guys, also check out Patrose. But let's focus on the race here. Who hasn't finished yet, Valen? Who do you think is really one of the players who
Let
is...
me see. I'm going to scroll down the list a little bit.
Maui has just finished. Gecko's playing Javzo. I mean, then we have Figgy, who is finishing now.
Let's see. Maui has not finished yet. Let's take a look at Maui. Of course, one of the really good tech players in the scene. Has a world record right now, so let's see what he does. Right now, he crashes. Doing a respawn. Remember, they only have 10 minutes per map to set the best time they can. And you really want to have a good time on all 3 maps. If you have no time on one of the maps, that will hurt you in the standings. So you really want to set a good time.
Yes, definitely. It will hurt you tremendously. And Maui has to finish, as my game is just lagging a bit. Also, Exotica joining in. And also Psycho Edge with the gifts of. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Support Valen, guys. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Psycho. Thank you so much.
Oh, man.
My fellow caster. Getting some love. Make sure you check out Turbo's channel as well, guys.
Yeah, but it's not about me, it's about you today. It's about you, okay?
Thank you, thank you.
It's not about me.
It's about the players. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. But, you know, the competition is only as good as the organizers are. And right now, everything seems to run flawlessly, or flawless. As Maui still hasn't set a time. 4 minutes and 40 left. And now, of course, you know, pressure is rising also for the other players who haven't finished yet. Nina also joins into the server. Okay.
Nina
Love
is
to
going
see it.
for it. Check it out.
Gonna love to see Nina. So a streamer who's around for a long time. So there is a lot of support going on here. Okay, so Maui still hasn't finished. I'm a bit concerned. I mean, we could maybe check onto the other server, but I think we should just stay on this one. I think that's the best call. So 4 more minutes. Gecko has reached the finish line by the looks of it. Yes, on P number 9 he is right now on this server. But times are very close together. I mean, top 16, Sarah, 51.2. And like that's a gap of 1.5 seconds towards that first position. So quite tight together on this map. As Maui still hasn't finished, but now on a good run. Let's take a look how he can tailor himself through those turns. Good amount of speed accumulated. Right now he is third in the checkpoint, just behind Jussi and Carl. Looking very nice. Also doesn't lose the gear in this one. Gets a good angle on this section here as well. And then there is still this drop where you also really want to get as much speed as possible.
That
but
was
Maui
close.
almost with a mistake. I think he did a mistake there by the looks of it, by touching the wall. Or just losing a little bit of speed. But Maui now survives.
Sets a
and
time. Nice.
He's in the finish. So on third position. That is good for him. Very, very nice.
Who are we gonna watch? Let's see. Who wants to... Let's take a look at Chicken Run for a little bit. Just finishes, actually. Improves his time with a 51.3, which is pretty good if you're just starting to play these maps, because don't underestimate how hard these maps are, you guys.
Yes.
I've played them. I'm not a very good driver, but this is tough. These are hard. You really want to if you want to optimize this, you really need to put some time into it.
I agree, Valen. The fact what makes those maps so hard for me was the fact, I mean, I also played them for at least 10 minutes, but when I tried to learn them, it's just so hard because the turns are so tight and also somewhat just hard to do. If you lose the gear, you just crash into the wall or just make a mistake. But Chicken Run not on a bad run here as well, 0.9 behind. So actually I admire that fact that he's able to learn those maps that fast. I wasn't able to do that.
I agree.
I was like 2 to 3, maybe even on this map 10 seconds behind the world record because I didn't get a smooth run through. So great job from Chicken Run, who's finishing yet another round, but it will not be a PB by the looks of it. Nope.
Nope, it is not.
But still a good time, but not enough to make it happen.
And we only have 1.5 more minutes on this map before we go to the next one. So if anyone wants to set a time and they haven't yet, now is the time.
Yeah, Jabzo right now, for me, a clear favorite who can make it. On P50 and also an Exotica just behind him. Area on 17th, Nico on 18th. Like, very stacked player field, I just have to say that. I love to see that also a player like Figure showing up and finally plays a competition because he's also a player that I think can perform very well. But times are close. So to give you guys again a consideration here, world record is a 49.6 by Maui. And then it goes down to like a 49.948 for Vince, who is on P15. So it's still very close on this map and also in the ranking itself. So no real surprise for me because the player field is so stacked. Alright, 26 seconds left. Who's still on the track? Let us go into the follow all camera here.
I'm watching Nina Dora right now. There's actually, if you don't know this map, there is a turn where you can actually take the wrong turn. You can take a right instead of going left with a jump. And that might be why some people are not getting a checkpoint when they reach the finish. They're missing one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this map is done.
Yeah, so Carl wins it out of Juicy, then Maui, Shay in 4th, Mixed Mod, TJ. Then we have also Figure, Vince, Tracker, and also Lauco on P number 10. But of course, there is still another server that
exactly.
A map has been played there as well. And now we're going to go to map number 2. So same scenario here. Which map will it be? Maybe my favorite map. It's a 50-50 now. Fingers crossed. It is still loading for me.
Purge by Sags.
Purge.
A mixed map. Some dirt turns, some no sliding as well. Chicken Run discovering the maps. Yeah, you're not doing too bad.
Why is this map so hard to learn? Because you had 2 weeks of practice on those maps, Lingo. That's why.
Yes, the maps have been out for 2 weeks, so people have been able to put a lot of time into it, and many have actually on stream as well. They've been practicing. They've really been grinding the maps, and not only for the qualification for this cup, but also for the campaign hunt that is going on. That also has some prize money attached to it, and of course there is a random raffle for 2 lucky people. If you get a bronze medal on any of the maps, you can win that prize. So even if you're not driving the cup, I would suggest that everybody at least get bronze on all the maps, and then maybe you get a lucky Sunday next week. You have 1 more week to do this.
Yeah, I also played those maps, not only because of that, because I also wanted to be prepared for the cast. But let's take a look into this one, the Purge. My favorite map of this competition with this nice nose slide at the start. And then also a lot of between triangle turns. Carl takes that first place right now with a 53.2. So 0.5 behind the world record from Vega TM3. Then Maui on second. Then we have Emod Ratchet and Carl there as well. So not the worst time. 0.4 behind the world record. And of course, always nice to set in a time just at the beginning of the cup.
Yeah, just to have
the
one.
time attack phase.
Exactly.
Good relief for you then.
And all you gotta do is optimize it instead of thinking, oh my god, I don't have a time yet.
Yeah.
And that gives more and more pressure the more time goes by, and that's just not a position that you want to be in.
Exactly. So 15 players have already finished. And then we have some who haven't done that just yet. How many players are actually on the other server? Maybe some of you can tell us in the chat. Maybe the server is not that stacked. Who knows? Who knows? Gonna find out maybe from the chat. Alright, who is not in the finishes yet with Lingo and also Chicken Run, who are learning the maps from the get-go, who haven't been in the finish yet, but also like all the other players that we have seen beforehand, like Maui, then also Nixotica, who joined in a bit later. They're all in the finish already, so that's great to see that, because they were a bit struggling with finding their consistency on those previous map. But now it's looking quite good for them. Also, Speedcell was playing on P8 right now with a 54.17, but gaps are a bit larger on this map by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think that's also because at the start here, there's a way to do a nose slide, which just gains you a lot of speed.
Yes,
and
it
that
does.
snowballs throughout the rest of the map, of course. Also, there are 22 players on the other server, I am told by my chat.
Okay, 22. So then 22 and 34. So 66 players have shown up. This sounds like terrible because 90 players have inscribed, but it's so much, to be honest, because usually you can like always reduce the player amount by 50%. So it's very nice to see that, as like more than 50% have shown up and 60 plus players is very nice. Very stacked competition.
Exactly.
On good maps, and this again shows that players will just play if the maps are great. And very nice, very
they
cool.
are the mappers in this competition are actually, I'd say, one of the best in the scene, and they have really delivered. I told them, make maps, make them hard, make them so you really need to practice, and I mean, I can't complain.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe the players are complaining, but yeah, that's really good. I'm looking at Nixotica right now, who is has already set a time, but he's trying to improve it. Let's see how he does.
Check him out, the NA Powerhouse, from America. Very good player, has played the Trackmania Grand League Challenger season, where he wasn't really that strong in terms of just, his consistency game, but I think he has improved tremendously as a player there. He is also a very good multi-style player, very good on dirt, and you can see why. Also a nice mapper, so he's a very versatile player, and now he's going to jump to the finish and improves his time.
That is good stuff.
53.48. Love to see that. So only 0.7 behind the world record. Great time from Nixotica. And also Cookies, thank you so much for the resub, much appreciated. Guys, also make sure to check out Vame. I'll probably already rate you after the qualifier, if that's fine for you.
Alright. That sounds good.
Actually, good line. Interesting line there from Nixotica. Maybe you can go between those two blocks that you have. Like, you have those two limitation blocks where you don't want to cut through. Maybe you're gonna spectate Nixotica here for the start.
There is actually a line through there. Yeah, I've seen that.
He goes between those, or he used to go, he used to go between them, but not anymore. So that was an interesting line. Oh my god. Dude, now Mime with the raid. Jesus Christ. Vinke Mime guy. Dude, what is happening, guys? Vinke Mime. Holy macaroni, man. 313 viewer rate. What is happening? Vinke. Guys, we're casting the Cup of the Vey, which Valen has organized. I'm casting together with her. And I will probably raid over after this one towards her. So thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Right now we have the time attack phase, which is taking place. And well, yeah, maybe Vey, you can introduce the cup to the viewers, to the new viewers.
Yes, so this is the first cup that I'm organizing, and it's we're first going to do a time attack qualification, and then we have a top 16 groups of 4. They will be trying to get first or second place in their group, and they will go to the semifinals, where we have two groups of 4. And then the finals, of course, is one group of 4, and there's 500 euros prize money in total. And most of that will go to the winners of the cup. And then there will be some campaign hunt prize money and a random raffle.
Yes, so guys,
yeah.
So if you want to win some money, even without playing the cup, just get a bronze medal on one of those 6 maps, or optimally on all of those 6 maps, and you can be the lucky person to win 30 euro. You can find the maps in Valen's club. Just search for Valen, or just for Cup of the Vey or COTV in the room section, or like wherever you find it, and just play the maps. And yeah, right now we have map number 2 that is played. There's 3 maps in the time attack qualifier that we're gonna play. Right now we have Perch by Zags, and we have Shay leading ahead of Call. So Be Genius looks very strong. Then Juicy and Maui behind Thomas Jean 5th, Vince, Nixotica, Mixmod, Nico, and then Mr. Figure Guy on P number 10, who hasn't finished yet though. It is Tracker, who still has to find himself a valid time. 2 minutes left, so time is running away from him.
Yeah, only 2 minutes left indeed. Let's see who hasn't finished yet.
Yeah, Traeger.
Yeah, that's the only one, I guess. Yeah.
And he makes that mistake, so very unlucky for him though. Kind of bad. But Mime, I hope you had a good stream. What have you done? Maybe some TMGL practice? I don't know. Why are you not playing this cup though? Madge. Very Madge. Well, 1.5 minutes left, and Traeger is still on the finish line. Then of course we have Berserk, Vey, and Angorborn and me still in spec, because we are just monitoring the cup or casting it. But hey, it is what it is.
So, Zaysha right now trying to improve her time.
Who?
Zaysha trying to improve her time.
There she is.
One of the few ladies in the competition.
Ah, there she is. There we go.
Going over to grass.
Also on her last run, by the looks of it. Ah, it gets the no slide though. Not doing the neo slide correctly.
Good drift here though.
That was good. Also here eating a little bit too much of the penalty sand and slowing down a bit too much. But the risky ending jump not being done.
For the save.
The whole.
But does PB though.
Yes.
Alright.
Very cool to see all of those players playing indeed.
Let's see who's still driving, because we don't have any more time to start a new round. Area is driving at the moment. Also Pink Skin, we've seen a couple of those. My chat loves them. And PB's with a 54.1.
Okay, so one more map comes after that.
Yes.
So Mime has done Trackmania Grand League Preg instead of playing Euro maps. How do you feel about that, Valen?
I can understand why. I mean, I'm a little disappointed. No, I'm kidding. I think he has a lot of time to spend on his TMGL training, so I kind of understand it. Don't you worry.
Yes.
I mean, he did qualify for TMGL after all. Yeah. Only last season. Oh,
I cannot cast him.
My Trackmania has crashed, so I will be restarting that.
Very nice. Also, why is your game so wide? I would not be able to tailor my car through that wide mess. Like it's so wide.
My widescreen. I love my widescreen. I when I see people driving in a very very small resolution, like a very square screen, I'm like, oh, how can you see where you're going? But maybe that's also just experience that people have over me. And
The thing is, with a wide screen, you don't see walls. Like the car is so small. How can you see where you have to go? Like that's like one of the disadvantages. So if mine, for example, is a prime example. Again, he plays in a very low resolution, and also 4:3, I think, as well as Ama. You just see, like, you can go very close to the wall then. That's like one of the advantages. But of course, I can understand that. But it's a widescreen in Trackmania. Damn.
yeah,
Like I think not sure if it's that viable, but of course it works for you. So it is nice. As we go to the next map, Slytherin by Nevermind TV. The Nevermind TV mapper has also built a map. Yeah, Mark Cheer. See Justy and Mixmod. Right now, the first place will cross the finish line with a time of 51.40. Maui has the world record with a 51.03. So the 51 barrier has not been broken yet. Alright, so the first couple of players are finishing the race. We have 10 players on the finish line. Chicken Run also finished. Seisha also finished with a 110. Great to see that she also has finished already. Genius right now dominating, and with 3 players in the top 4. Very nice seeing that. Mixmod on 3rd, Jussie on 2nd, also with a good time. And I want to follow Figure, because Figure is a very good tech player. And right now, not on the worst time, 0.2 behind Jussie. And is your game back up, by the way?
yes, it is.
Okay,
I'm
very
right
nice.
now spectating Jan for Spike.
Okay, let's go with him then. Go with Jan. Also a player who has shown up in the Benelux Cup. Played very nice there. I think he went out in the semi-final. Made it surprisingly into there, for me at least. But he is also an aspiring player who is improving a lot.
He's on a solid run right now. Let's see if he can finish with a nice time.
Ooh, good
Ooh.
jinx.
Yes, maybe I should just yeah, never mind.
Good jinx there. Good jinx there, Valen. Very, very nice seeing those jinx. I mean, I'm also a pro jinxer, so very nice seeing that.
The jinx is real.
All right, let's go into the next round, though, from Jan. Maybe he can make it now. Looking good so far. 0.5 behind Jussie in this checkpoint. Okay, decides to respawn. All those drifts on the sausage block can be very hard due to the fact that, you know, there's a very fine line that you have to hit to fly off and to get as much speed as possible. So it's really unforgiving if you make a mistake, and the releasing in a turn is of course not what you want to do, as Jan had to respawn with that. Good line here though. Already 0.5 behind on this turn, however, due to him releasing and taking wider approaches. But of course he still has to finish around, and he makes another mistake there, but is able to release and hold his car in the line. So Jan is not looking too bad in this attempt. 1.2 seconds behind, and there's only a couple of more turns left for him. But it doesn't seem to be a top 16 time, which you want to aim for. And of course there's still a different server that you also have to beat.
Let's see what his time is. A 52.9.
Okay, not too bad though. I mean, it's hard to really perform on tag.
Yes, it is. I think out of all the maps, when I drove this one, it felt so intuitive to me. I mean, it was hard, like, don't get me wrong. It was very hard. But it was just, the flow was delicious, even for a non-tech player like myself.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that. It is a very intuitive map.
Yes.
Never mind, also a very good tech player and also a very good tech mapper. Has gotten at least one track of the day that I can think of. So shout out to the Nevermind TV guy. Good player. Keep up the good focus, Alexander. Mark cheer. So very good to see that. As we have one player who hasn't finished yet.
I was just looking at him as well. Sir
Yes.
Striku.
Sir Striku. Sounds very Japanese, actually. Some way.
Yeah, maybe. Striku. Let's see, can he put a good time down?
Okay, making the risky... Oh, no.
It touches a wall and cannot make the jump, unfortunately.
Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man, indeed.
So Maui leading ahead of Carl and then Juicy. That is Juicy for the Numalops or OrcGP Numalops player.
Very juicy.
But let's see who else is there. Who's maybe a little bit of a surprise. Who's down? Not too much though. Speeds up P11. P12 now. Nixotica on P13 though. Maybe he has not really put in too much practice into the maps, but now he's on a good run, only 0.2 behind Juicy, who was the lead in this checkpoint. So maybe he can make it. And there we go. Looking not so bad. Maybe he can improve. Be great for him. But of course, there's not too much that he can really catch up to. Maybe the ending for Nixotica, for the NA driver. Oh, looking great. But
Nakan going on a bit of an adventure.
It will not be enough, or will it? Yes, it will be, but actually by 0.3 of a second. That is quite a lot for an Exotica. Going into the 8th position. Very nice seeing that.
Very good.
Exotica now. With that in the green. Not sure how good his first map was, but he should be able to make it into the top 16. So guys, the top 16 of this time attack adventure, as you were just mentioning that some players went for an adventure, will qualify into the quarterfinals, which will be played after that.
Yes. The top 16 players. Let's see who can maybe snipe a spot. Looking at Lingo at the moment. Who has a time of 59.2, so he will want to take some seconds off of that one. I also think that he might be driving these maps maybe... I don't know if he's practiced the maps before, let me put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean...
Because he only signed up now.
Who? You mean Chicken Run or?
Lingo, I think.
Lingo, I think Lingo was on my chat and he said that why are those maps so hard to learn? So this is for me then that he just is playing the maps for the first time or maybe for the second time now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's unfortunate though, but hey.
But this is a good time though, 53.3. That took about 6 seconds off his PB, so that's quite the improvement.
Yeah, very nice from Lingo. Good to see that. Also a very good player. Quite young still, so aspiring Turkmenia player. Also from America. Love to see that, as he is still 2 minutes left for practice. But top 18, of course, is not sufficient because it's still a race against the other players from the server, where we have players like Ratchet definitely being on there and others. I said NA, right? I didn't say USA.
Not.
I hope because he's from Canada.
I think you said NA, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure.
Yeah, he's not
right.
from America. He's not from America. He's said America. Well, America is not USA.
Nope.
America is North America for me, and not USA. Also, when you say England or United Kingdom, that's also something different. But hey, let's not go into the topic here. We have 1 minute 20 left as players are improving right now. Jussie's leading out of Carl with a good time as well. I mean, only 0.15 away from the world record.
Let's see if Ilimerentia can set a time. She has set a time, but let's see if she can improve it.
Ah, the Uvo girl. The limey lime.
The girl from Chile, yes.
Yeah, limey lime.
Oh, yes, she does make the jump. She does PB.
Limey lime with a PB. Very nice seeing that.
Limey lime, indeed, indeed.
Yeah. Love to see it.
Love
also
to
very
see
nice.
We have 30 seconds left, so if you have not started your last lap yet, you will probably not finish it.
Maui is still on the run. Oh,
Maui's
never
out.
mind.
Let's take a look. Oh, he just reset. All right. Is anyone still driving?
Nick Celtica. Not improving though.
No, not
Nope.
improving. All right. That's it for the qualifiers.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Also, thank you guys for the follows. But I will